Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Stafford. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the 50 at Stafford. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. You got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Stafford. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral it down near the 11-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yetur Gross-Matos. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Now that was a bouncer's nightmare. Front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And it's caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now back to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to pump the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. That, Charles, the 1st interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the 1st one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his target, Beckham. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Down. Field, black. Hey,
in motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
On the double.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Snowhawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go with the option, coming right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The drive stays alive. Third down, gain of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins
from 6 yards away.
And the Texans get a bit closer. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, Jack.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Stafford.
And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Snowhawks continue to pull away here in this first half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Stafford. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Ready.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Stafford. And now here is another interception. And his guys have got it back at the closing. First half.
At their own 38-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That second down play nets a -4.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 79 Bronco.
He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
79.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Delivers another one to Pierce. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Touchdown, Houston!
This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about more victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
And now Lovie Smith sends the call out. They're going to go for 2 here.
They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
He'll keep it himself.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. They'll drop to throw.
Open man is Ayuk, complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ready, set.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Strike 60. 22 meter.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. He'll decide to keep this once more.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
They had a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And this will remain an 18-point lead. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given away just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat. And if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On second down, there's the option going left. Oh, no time to pitch it, and down he goes. And it's in the end zone. That's going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll go right back to Pierce. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Pierce now up the middle. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
That's complete to Pierce. Room here to run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Houston. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
No question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one incomplete, but a flag down here on the play.
And this might be offsides. If it is, they're going to get another shot. So now they'll try it again as they line up to go for two. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first down.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week one picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Snowhawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. There he goes, right side. 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston.
Damian Pierce with now 3 week 1 touchdowns. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Nick Bolton there on
the tackle. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Now here's a throw that's complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This offense on third down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Yeah, this won't be enough. Stop the yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll look to throw here.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Find that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes with the ball that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback with the deflection if you miss might be bigger and maybe an interception.
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defender.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Now it's Lockett. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
That's caught by Thornton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Back to throw again. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Pierce. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as it's stuck with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward.